Hey yo, it's your boy Fader, man, and you are now watching a record pool.
Move your body, move your body. Let the music take control.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Summertime Fine.
It's your boy Chicago Realist.
And we back with the record pool. So today, if y'all don't know, we got Fader in the building.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I ain't messing nothing up here. So we all good. So definitely, I got to know, first of all, where did the name come from?
To be honest with you, shit, it came from me smoking a lot. Like when I was a shorty, I was listening to a lot of music. I think it was Drake who was saying it a lot. That was one of my biggest inspirations at the time when I first started smoking. And he used to talk about being faded, faded, faded. And so when I first really started smoking, I used to tell motherfuckers like I'm always faded, like I'm fader. You know what I'm saying? To that shit, no bullshit. I tried to make it stick when I first got back to Chicago and shit from Mississippi and shit, but it ain't stick as a nickname. You feel me? But when I got into the music shit, that shit stuck for a fact.
So I was gonna ask you, like, yeah. So where you from?
I'm from Chicago. I was born in Chicago, but I moved to Mississippi and shit probably when I was like in 7th grade and shit. And I was down there for like 5-6 years. That shit was decent for me. It was the best thing that could have happened to me. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause it was ugly at the time. I ain't gonna lie. Right before I moved to Mississippi, it was like right before the drill era began. To be honest with you, you feel me? Like by the time I had got back, motherfuckers was telling me like, you don't know who Chief Keef is, and I wasn't big on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know who it was because I was in this small ass town in Mississippi at the time. You feel me? So, but I left when motherfuckers was boxing. I came back when motherfuckers was shooting and some shit.
Right. So what part? What part though? The city.
What part of Chicago?
Yeah, like I was
moving everywhere. That's the thing. That's
got
why I
you.
ended up in Mississippi. You feel me? Like first through 7th grade type shit. Before I got to Mississippi, I was at a different school every year type shit. You feel me? Like my OG, you know, she was doing her thing type shit. So
got you.
You know how that shit go.
So what would you say the difference is in the music scene down there and up here? Because, I mean, it definitely is some, of course.
To be honest with you, I wasn't too big in the music scene down there when I was down there, but what I can say is the radio is completely different. You know, like what I heard on the radio wasn't mainstream music. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of music from the South, you know, and I don't know if those were artists that like were popping in the South. I mean, obviously artists that were popping in the South that I weren't familiar with, but I don't know if those were artists that were popping elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact down there they playing a lot of their own, you know what I mean? So, but it seemed like compared to up here when you listen to a lot of the radio, and I mean compared to a lot of big cities, you know what I'm saying? You listen to the radio, that should be super mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a hour, you know what I'm saying? A certain hour type shit to where they playing, you know, underground artists or whatnot, you know, but that shit gonna be super mainstream for sure.
So you feel like down south kind of support they community better than out here?
I want to say, I mean, we in Chicago, right? I mean, like, that's already the running theory, right? That the South supports, you know what I'm saying, supports each other more than, you know what I'm saying, the city do, you know what I'm saying? But I don't necessarily, I think it's true, but I think we can. It's certain people up here who willing to support, and I know it's motherfuckers in the South who like not willing to support. You know what I'm saying? So both ways. But I
feel
definitely
like you get your support
in the city.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I get it now. Before I was popping out, like how I even contacted y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I reached out to y'all. You feel me? Like doing the due diligence of actually like willing to like work with motherfuckers, grow with motherfuckers, build with motherfuckers, all of this, you feel me? Like before I was in a mindset to where I felt like I needed to be put in something. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like when I'm popping out, being outside, actually doing shit like this, you feel me? Like it lets me know that the support that I need, I have to go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? So now I do feel like I'm getting a lot of support. Like I was just talking to one of my homies the other day, and he like, shit, let's shoot this video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bad. He like, but we gonna need some people. And I'm like, I got people. You know what I'm saying? But a couple of years ago, I'd be like, fuck. Who I'm finna ask? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's to the point now to where it's like, I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do more, so it gives back type shit for a fact.
Now, I want to know because, you know, a lot of people always ask, like, what's the best part about being an artist? I don't want to know that. I want to know what's the worst part about being an artist. Like, what's the worst things that's going on, like, you know, with the artistry and just the music scene in general?
For me, the worst part of being an artist is the social media part. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was in the time so I could do that street team type shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing the social media shit, like I wish I could actually pull up. But that and dealing with, dealing with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like for some reason, it's just tough. But we all painters, you know what I'm saying? Like we be painting and shit, we be drawing and shit, and we look at each other pictures like I would have did that a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
that's just how that go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
for
all
sure.
artists. You know, it's like there's some artists who I really get along with, and there's some artists who I've seen you before, I've spoken to you before, I've done a lot of things with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of conversation with you, I should say. You know?
Right.
Then I see you again, and it's just like. I speak. Literally, I've spoken to people because I'm that type of, when I was a shorty, I used to be that one friend that walk up to the group of girls and holler. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm the type of person that's going to speak regardless of how it feels, or regardless of what that look may look like if a motherfucker might not speak back, you feel me? Yeah. And I speak to people that I've spoken to before in this industry, had conversations with, and they like look at me blatantly and ignore me. You know what I'm saying? And that's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
But I understand it, I guess. But I'm
What
not like
you
that, though.
what you think that is though? What you think? You think it's some artists that you feel as though probably was doing a little bit better than you? Think they got their nose up, or just people just being phony? They just weird.
I feel like motherfuckers haven't found themselves. When you find yourself, you ain't even got no reason. It don't even fucking matter. When you find yourself, you speak to a stranger. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
fact.
what you being a dick for? You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people got a lot of shit going on within themselves. You feel me? And like, a lot of that shit ain't even got nothing to do with me. You feel me? And like, when I be trying to figure shit out like that, it stressed me out. You feel what I'm saying? And I've learned to not even try to ponder on that because people be tweaking. Y'all already know, like, we from the city, people be tweaking. You feel me? Like,
For sure.
I can't even try to figure that out. I can't try to figure that shit out at all. No cap.
So what do you think, like just based off of that, and then on top of just the music scene in general, what do you think the industry needs to do to help artists more?
The industry as a whole, I don't know if there's nothing that the industry can do to help artists as a whole, to be honest with you. Simply because it's a conglomerate, right? Like, they got to make their money, and we realizing as artists that we can make it without them. You know what I'm saying? Without the industry, you feel me?
Right.
So to be honest with you, it'll be dumb for them to make it easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna lose out on all of their bread at the end of the day. And that's what we gotta understand. Like, I be trying to tell motherfuckers, like, you better get with it or get lost. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
There's only one way in this shit. It's only one way to navigate through this shit. Ain't no shortcuts around it. I honestly don't feel like there's no way around that. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta make their bread, and they gonna want to make their bread off motherfuckers who not as knowledgeable about how to make their own money, you know?
For sure.
And I'm blessed to become patient, not even as knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying? But I'm patient enough to take my time to learn this shit. There's motherfuckers who presented opportunities and they thirsty, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, no cap, but it's like, I'm patient. I just got to that point, no cap, for a fact.
So let's get into the. I don't even know what to call it. Is it an album or mixtape?
Is it
The
an
Only
EP?
Son?
Yeah, because I want to know, like,
what you calling it?
It's an album. It's an album for a fact. Yeah.
Okay.
Her Only Son. It was supposed to drop on Mother's Day, but I'm gonna have to push it back for a fact, man. It's
Okay.
ugly. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's because I'm trying to look for somewhere to do the listening party right now.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, once I figure that out, then it's gonna be a go. But yeah, Her Only Son's collection of songs I've been actually working on for a decent little minute. I really like honed them, put them together. You know what I'm saying? It's just about my life in a way. When I was in college, I had dropped an album called Destiny. And it was immature music, if you ask me, on my behalf. A lot of people like that album, but as the artist that made it, I feel like I could have did a lot better, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people told me that it wasn't what they thought it would be. Like the way I presented it, and it was called Destiny, you know what I'm saying? They assumed that it would be more about me, but that was just more of a collection of songs that I felt like sounded dope, But this one, I was a lot more vulnerable with this one right here, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's getting real.
But why the name? Because Her Only Son, I mean, that's like, it sound personal. It sound like you're going to like come out with a lot of personal songs, whatever. So, why the name?
I mean, first off, shit, I'm my mama only son, shit. That's
Oh, there you go.
No cap, that's the first reason. But More so because the album was called Nikki at first, which is my mom's name, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And my mama life got a lot to do with how I turned out. Obviously, right? That's how it is with all of us. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody who was raised by somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So my mama dabbled with drugs a lot, you know what I'm saying? And at first, you know, I ain't get too much into it, you feel me? But now I'm getting more into it because I want to be able to make a lot of relatable music, you know what I'm saying? And at first it was called Nikki, but it's like, this album not necessarily about her. This album is about, you know, it's about her only son type shit. So I'm sorry, I keep hitting this.
Oh, you good, you good.
But yeah, though.
So like, what would you want like your fans and people who are gonna be listening to this when it drop? What you want them to take from it?
I want them to take a sense of relatability. Is that a word? Damn, that's not a word. I want them to feel like I want people who going through or went through anything that I may have spoken on, that I went through in my music or go through in my music. I just want people to feel, you know, like motherfuckers is dealt with them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Motherfuckers not doing this shit by themselves, you know, like that's my main goal. Like, I feel like it's 3 stages in life, y'all. Like, no cap. It's like the first stage in life is the intake stage, right? You feel what I'm saying? We learning all of this shit as we coming up, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The second stage in life is the stage where we actually let that shit simmer. We decipher what we want to keep with us and what we want to toss out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like what motherfuckers told me about that, but I think I gotta live by this shit though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The third stage of life is giving back. You feel what I'm saying? I really feel like I'm in my second stage right now. I'm trying to let that shit simmer, but I'm easing into my third. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be able to give back as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like my gift in doing that is music, and hopefully I can create funds off that to where I can physically give back one day. You feel me? But
So
for
what
sure.
is it that you want to do? Because I mean, of course, you talk about giving back, and also you got 2 businesses, right?
Yeah.
That you, yeah, I saw. So what are you trying to do with that to be able to give back?
Well, I got the clothing line, and Never. That's one thing that that's one thing that I'm doing. Then I got the label Plus 5 Entertainment. With Plus 5, the whole thing around Plus 5 is just being able to add anything, like turning the addition into fruition, pretty much. Like, if you already coded this,
like that.
what else you want to do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all got this podcast, y'all want to take it to the next level. However that next level may be for y'all, you feel me? Like, I eventually want to create a platform to where I can ask people that question. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Let's keep adding to it. Let's keep building up on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset I got with that. And then as far as Never goes, my clothing line, that revolves around 3 L's. That's legacy, lasting, and longevity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything you're a part of, you want it to last forever. You want your name to have a legacy. You feel what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Anything you're doing, you want it to have longevity. You know what I'm saying? So with both of those things, I just plan to bring people in and build motherfuckers up. You feel me? Like, everything I create, I just want it to be one of those things to where people can, you know, learn from it and take from it. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's me giving back. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I hope one day, you know, that can turn into bands to where I can pull up. I just want to be one of them niggas that really like pull up randomly on motherfuckers like how Shaq be like, I'm gonna pay for all y'all shit. I want to be like that. No cap, like, don't worry about it. Like, I really want to be like that. Like, motherfuckers, like, and I want to be like that as a underground artist. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't want to be the mainstream nigga doing that. You feel me? Like, I just want to be that person. No cap. But I know it's gonna turn into that because I manifest shit like that for a
No,
fact.
for sure. So like with you, you know, you from Chicago, then you went to Mississippi, and the whole kind of when the drill era was starting, right?
Yeah.
Then you coming back, diving into music.
Yeah.
How has like Chicago being segregated with all the hood politics? You don't know what artist to work with, then the next artist might not mess with you. How you been navigating through that?
I mean, shit. To be honest with you, I don't be working with a lot of different artists, bro. I got like 3 features, and I've been rapping for a long ass time. I don't know why it's like that. Like,
Yeah.
I just be real iffy about the motherfuckers I put on my song. But
sure.
even to your point though, like, I be kicking it with certain motherfuckers like who I fuck with, who I love. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas I really rock with.
Yeah.
Niggas taking pictures, I be like, fuck, I don't want to be in that picture, boy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and these motherfuckers I rock with, but it's like I know how I live my life. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm a goofy, but at the same time, it's like I ain't trying to be looking over my shoulder. You already know how it is out here, motherfuckers getting killed by association.
Right,
and
yeah.
shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
that's the type of way I be living. You feel me? But to be honest, when it comes to the music shit, it'd be hard for me to work with certain people anyway, because even when I was in high school, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers who did music used to come up to me and tell me, like, man, your shit sound like it needs to be on the radio, though, bro. Like, you ain't necessarily doing the whole, because that's when drill was busting. Everybody was doing drill, you know what I'm saying? And I was making, like, I guess radio music, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so people was looking at it like that. So to be honest, not a lot of people will approach me, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
from that end anyway, you know what I'm saying, trying to work shit. You know.
I mean, I saw like you had like a couple videos and stuff. How do you get your just like, you know, when you just say, okay, I'm about to do this video, whatever, for this song, I'm about to do this video for this track. How do you get your inspiration? Because I seen like, you know, I felt like it was okay, Mississippi connection with the, you know, with the fishing and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you get your like, you know, inspiration to do like the videos?
Usually, I mean, it's always random thinking, randomly seeing shit. But with that one in particular, and with a lot of my videos, because I shot that one with a guy I shoot a lot of my videos with, we sit down and we come up with like a dope ass treatment. Like either one of us come up with a random concept and we just build off of it. Like the other day I saw some shit on Instagram. Like I'm just on Instagram watching stories and the Capital One ad popped up. And like this photo, I don't want to get too deep into it because motherfucker might steal an idea, you feel me? But this photo popped up and it just gave me like an instant idea, and I'm like, damn, this would be raw. And I had been trying to figure out how to shoot this song. I got Stay Up, and I sent it to him actually, and I'm like, bro, we can build off this right here. Like, we should make the video about me going in to do some stuff like this. And this was just a random Capital One ad, but it just hit me, to be honest with you. And that shit a blessing, I ain't gonna lie. It's like I said, we painters though, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
One of y'all was probably like, we should hang up CDs on the wall, y'all. That shit'd be raw as hell. You feel me?
It's
Like,
all sketch killer.
Yeah, that's all sketch killer right there.
Sure.
We couldn't touch nothing with that one, so yeah.
So I wanted to talk about the shout out to the Illinois. What was that, a podcast too?
Illinois Radio.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. I heard your cipher. That went crazy. So I want to know, like, nah, some people create regardless. It was hard. You feel me? But some people pre-write they shit, or was that real? Like you just went crazy in freestyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish it was. Hey, look though.
What?
Yeah,
It went crazy.
Come on. I wish it was. No,
It
it's
went
not.
crazy.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, though, I mean, shit, which is how most artists are with their
For
freestyles,
sure.
of course, you feel me? But I wish I was on that Lil Snoop Juice WRLD type, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, pass me objects, I'm finna just start throwing bars out there, you feel me? But unfortunately, I'm not that level of freestyle. But I write it pretty quick, you know what I mean?
No, you went crazy. So tell me,
Yeah,
how did
man.
you put that together? How did that come together? Cause that,
As far as the whole cipher, or how did I put
the whole cipher, you being in it, all that.
I mean, Illinois Radio, I really rock with them. Like, they've been rocking with me since like the beginning of me actually taking my music career seriously.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they hit me up and asked me if I wanted to be a part of this cipher, and I'm like, of course. And the whole time, like the motherfuckers I was working with, they was always telling me about having bars ready type shit. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So thankfully, I had some bars ready.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what type of beats was coming. You feel me? And I'm telling y'all, they just randomly said, "All right, Fader, you going first," and they turned this one beat on. And like the bars I had in my head was perfect for this fucking beat. Like, that was a blessing, to be honest with you. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And then the second round, I was like, cut the beat. And I did some acapella shit, and that shit ain't really do too well. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going from my move on that. You feel me? But that first round, I set the bar for that shit. And I was the first person who went. Like, shit like that be like a little blessing for me, because at that time, I didn't even know who I was in this music shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I be, you know, God just be putting me in certain positions. You know what I'm saying? And man, I did that a while back, and I was just able to do a little lyric video, you know what I'm saying, trying to create content, you know how you gotta keep the content out there, you know what I'm saying, so, and I just posted that, and it started bubbling again, you know what I'm saying, but
shout out to Illinois Radio, man, get up with us, man.
Did you? So, you know, with you doing music and stuff like that, and, you know, you definitely been talking about, you know, finding out who you are with us, especially as an artist, that is difficult to do, but one thing to me, you know what I'm saying, it's harder to find. You know, I've witnessed artists struggle trying to find a sound. Like, what what am I looking for? Like who like where's my sound? So have you came across that, like, or do you feel like, no, this is my sound, I got it, is this locked, you know?
I mean,
are you still working?
No, I know exactly what my sound is now, and I ain't never said that out loud. I ain't never said that, no cap. But it's like I really just got to these points. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason is I found out who I was. You feel what I'm saying? I did a lot of reading, a lot of soul searching type shit. Like, I realized I was big into like self-sabotage and shit. I got over a lot of that shit. You feel me? And like I started making music for me.
Right.
And when I started making shit that I like, started making shit for me, it really changed completely because the love was completely different. Like, I was trying to make that drill. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
for
that
sure.
shit wasn't really working for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't hidden for me. So it got to the point to where, like, now I just do shit that I love, you know? And that shit is a blessing for a fact.
That's dope. So before we get up out of here, you know what I'm saying, I need to know if there's any shout outs you got to give. I know you got the EP coming out. I definitely want to.
sure.
But anything
album.
else?
Album.
Oh, album. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got the album.
Oh, okay.
Raw as hell, no cap. I'm telling
You got the, no, I'm glad you correct me, album.
Okay,
So you got the
so-
album coming out, you know what I'm saying? But is there anything else, you know, that you got in the works that's on the way? Because I like the steaming hot tea. I need to know.
I mean, yeah, I actually got some clothes coming out with the album. That was some shit I was going to surprise type shit at the listening party, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so you said stay my hot tea, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. You know what I'm
There we go. There we
But
go.
yeah, I got
For
some
sure.
shirts coming out, super dope t-shirts, really meaningful. Like I said, everything that I do is meaningful, and I can't wait for people to see what I got for them. You know what I'm saying? As far as the inspiration I'm trying to give, you know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
it's super dope, and it go with the season too. So yeah, we out here. I got the listening party. Soon as I find a venue for it, a smoke friendly venue, because I'm faded. It gotta be smoke friendly. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for
As
sure.
soon as I find that, then we up, and then I'm gonna fuck around and drop the album a couple days later. I have it work.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And I appreciate y'all for having me.
yeah, for sure,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, definitely appreciate
Yeah.
y'all for having me for real. Like, I just reached out, you know what I'm saying, and y'all actually responded to me. It's been a lot of people I've been reaching out to, trying to do this whole PR thing myself, this whole like manager move myself type shit. Because thankfully I majored in communication type shit when I was in
You know,
school. You
okay,
feel me? So
yeah,
it's like, I know how to dabble in it, you feel me? And it's like, I just appreciate y'all. Blessing for real, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks for
problem.
rocking with us. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. So make sure, I need y'all always to make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Make sure y'all go on the Spotify. We got SoundCloud, we got YouTube. I need y'all to get on all that. Make sure y'all support Underground Artistry, man. Y'all already know. Then on top of that, make sure y'all go on the YouTube. You know, Chicago Reels can get that information for all the YouTube
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. This is therecordpool.com. Y'all go check that out. Go like, subscribe, support, comment, all that.
So make sure
All
y'all
that,
definitely,
yeah.
I need y'all definitely on that website, man. Drop y'all new music. I want that steaming hot tea. Make sure, this is therecordpool.com. Drop y'all new music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The radio station is on. So I need y'all to do that for me. And make sure y'all support small black businesses, black owned businesses, and make sure y'all support business, okay? I need y'all to do that. So, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me for so many years and keeping us rolling, man. It's your girl, Summertime Fan, y'all.
It's your boy, Chicago Realist.
And we out. Peace.